Hello, comrades. Some interesting updates are here for us. Since October of last year, the Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation workers have been on strike. One of their key demands has been the merger of the MSRTC with the government, converting it into a government-run department instead of just a corporation. Now, it was on this point that negotiations fell apart and the strike commenced, and it had still been continuing. A majority of the 92,000 or so MSRTC workers are still on strike. However, the strike breaking tactics of the government are continuing. As of now, the strike seems to be waning, the momentum seems to be waning. The government is reported in the Times of India here that around 26,000 of the 92,000 workers have reported back to duty. And 215 of the 250 depots are now resuming work partially. You can see the details in this article here. So far, the services of 2,000 daily wage workers and 3,000 permanent workers have been terminated due to the strike, and about 1,200 crores of losses have been accumulated. And the stir intensified on the 9th of November. Yeah. Now, the government has resorted to hiring even retired drivers back into service as a means of breaking the strike. As you can see, being reported in the Indian Express. Now, those who have, according to the official statement here, those who have retired or taken voluntary retirement and who have at least 6 months left to complete the age of 62 can be hired by MSRTC, and they will be paid 769 per day. These are all desperate strike breaking tactics. The government clearly does not want this merger to happen. It does not want this public transport to be saved. Rather, they would let it accumulate losses, let the strike continue like this. And you can see exactly where it will go now. When it comes to strikes in essential services like road and rail transport, these are of critical importance. These services are of critical importance for hundreds of thousands of working people. In order for a strike in these sectors to have any chance of success, it requires solidarity across class and across sectoral lines. It requires a political organizing. It is not simply a question of the strikes only being organized by those who are directly affected or impacted by it. We hope that the workers succeed here, but we must also draw some lessons here. This is not the first time that transport workers have gone on strike. As we have discussed earlier, public transportation in India is in a shambolic state. It is neglected. The interest that the political class always bears in mind is the interest of the automobile companies, of the lobbyists, of those who are invested in private automobile transportation. They are not interested in creating a sound system of public transportation that can cater to the needs of the people. This strike and the conditions that gave rise to it must be seen. It is not simply an action of workers who have just decided to disrupt public transportation. There are systemic questions that must be asked. And now is the time to ask them.